Humba and the Raccoons. Once upon a time, a wide river flowed at the edge of a lush green forest. Its clear waters sparkled with colorful stones. In the shallow waters and muddy banks of this river lived a hippopotamus named Humba. Despite his enormous body, Humba had a very gentle heart. His presence gave all the little animals in the forest a sense of security. Humba's closest neighbors were a lovely raccoon family who lived in the hollow of an old willow tree right by the riverbank. This raccoon family had a mother raccoon, a father raccoon, and 2 young ones. The tiny youngsters were always playing games, running along the riverbank. Humba's heart would fill with peace as he watched them. The mother raccoon would sometimes say, "If it weren't for you, Humba, keeping an eye on these little ones would be so much harder." Humba would only respond to these words with a happy smile. One day, the sky suddenly darkened. Unusually dark and heavy clouds gathered. The loud rumbles of thunder coming from afar made the tree branches tremble. The rain started first as tiny, sparse droplets. Then it began to fall with such force that it seemed as if the sky had split open. Hours passed, but the rain showed no sign of stopping. With his huge body, thick skin, and great love for water, Humba was in his element. He had stretched out at the edge of the stream. Smiling, he raised his head to the sky and watched the raindrops hitting his face. The heavy rain continued unabated for several days. The river lost all trace of its usual calm and clear state. Its muddy, foamy waters rose steadily. The waters first licked the banks, then began to reach the bases of the lower-lying trees. Finally, the river overflowed with fury, and the waters reached all the way to the hollow of the willow tree where the raccoon family lived. The mother raccoon shouted anxiously, "The water is coming. Our home will be flooded." The father raccoon looked outside and saw the rapidly rising waters. "We must be quick," he said. "But where can we go? It's all water." The 2 young raccoons clung to their mother in fear. Seeing them like this, Humba immediately moved towards their home. The water was still shallow for him, but it was far too deep for the raccoons. "Stay calm," said Humba, his voice as deep and reassuring as ever. "I will take you to a high and safe place. Climb onto my back." The raccoon family had no difficulty climbing onto Humba's back. His broad back was like a huge raft for them. Humba began to walk with heavy but determined steps. His goal was to reach a high hill deep within the forest. The journey was not easy. The floodwaters had changed the paths he was used to. In one spot, a fallen tree trunk blocked their way. "How will we get past here?" asked one of the little youngsters. Humba said, "Don't worry. I am strong enough to handle this." He approached the log and, with his strength, pushed it aside, clearing the path. After progressing a little further, they encountered a stream rushing violently down through the trees towards the river. The rain that had fallen for days had trickled down from the hills, merging into a powerful current. The water crashed against Humba's legs, trying to push him back. The father raccoon warned anxiously, "A strong current, be careful." Humba planted his feet firmly. "I won't give up," he murmured. Placing each step carefully, he managed to cross the current-filled area without jostling the raccoons on his back. Along the way, other animals from the forest also came to their aid. A squirrel showed the safest route from the high branches. A few parrots guided them by calling out about the obstacles ahead. This cooperation gave Humba strength. He was carrying not just the raccoon family, but also the power of solidarity. Finally, after a long and arduous journey, they reached the high hill. This hill was high enough to be unaffected by the floodwaters. Upon it stood a large oak tree with solid roots. "This place is safe," whispered Humba, tired but happy. The raccoon family climbed down from Humba's back with joy. The mother raccoon, her eyes welling up, said, "You saved us, Humba. We can never thank you enough." The father raccoon added, "We will never forget your help." The rain gradually began to subside. Sunlight filtered through the clouds. The raccoon family began building a new home in the hollow of the great oak tree. Humba rested, watching them. He was tired, but his heart was filled with peace. After a while, the sun began to warm the earth again, as it used to. The raccoon family had grown very fond of their new home. Their old hollow was now just a memory. This difficult journey had bound them even closer to Humba. And Humba became the most valued guest at their new home, always. From that day on, all the animals in the forest told this story. Humba's selflessness and his help to the raccoons reminded everyone how precious new beginnings and unity are. And the spot under that tall oak tree on the hill became not just a new home, but also a symbol of true friendship.